Our Wendy's Female High School Athlete of the Week is one of the best golfers, not just in the city of Topeka, not just in the state of Kansas, but at this point, I think it's fair to say one of the best in the entire country. Her name is Lois Deeter. She is a senior for Seaman Girls Golf, and she followed up a first place at the Emporia Invitational to start this season with a first place 69 overall at the Seaman Invitational this past week. And Lois, first of all, congratulations on the great start to the season. What has been working so well for you to start off this 2022 senior campaign?
What works best for me so far with team sports is the team aspect. During the summer, I was just by myself, and I really work well when there's a team behind me. I mean, if people look at my scores from the summer and now, there's a big difference. Just staying laid back and relaxed really helps me, and I just play my game, muscle memory, don't think too much. That's what helps me.
Do you think that you get sort of an extra burst of energy or a burst of confidence maybe when you get to play alongside those teammates versus when it's just you? I know golf is always you're the only one taking a swing of the club at any given time, but just having your teammates there, does that add a little extra energy to your game?
Yeah, it makes it more fun, and so that's what relaxes me, like I said. Just having those side conversations in between holes, like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Stuff like that. It's just always so fun.
When you go back and look at what you were able to do over the off season, and really there's no off season in golf. I mean, you can play for most of the year as long as the weather is good. But from where you were in your junior season when you were first team all state to where you are to start off this season now, how comfortable are you feeling about your game? Do you feel like it's at a spot where you would hope it would be, or do you think there's even more and a higher level you could get to here in the near future?
I believe there is a higher level that I can be at. My driver really needs some help, and really dialing in those wedges. My first tournament at Emporia, I hit really no greens, but I was hitting my fairways and shot 77. And then my second one, this one that was this last Thursday, I only hit 46% of my fairways, but I hit 72% of my greens. So it's just more of really dialing in and making sure those stay more consistent.
We're talking to Lois Deeter. She is our Wendy's High School Female Athlete of the Week, a senior for Seaman Golf, a winner of the Emporia and Seaman Invitationals back to back to open up this high school golf season. What did you work on in particular over the offseason to get to this point now? What were some of the things over the last few months that you really tried to, either to use your words, tried to dial in on or tried to add to your game?
Really, my putting and my driver. Over the summer, I actually didn't get much practice in. I just added up. I had a total of 33 rounds of golf, which is about 590 some holes. So that's a lot of golf, and really trying to just sit back and relax when I'm not in a tournament was my biggest thing. But once summer golf was over, I really focused in on my putting and my driver.
Now, I've got to ask you about something really cool that you were able to partake in this year. You got to play in the PGA Junior Championship, the national championship this year, which was played at Cog Hill, which I care about this. Maybe you don't. It was about 20 minutes from where I grew up in the Chicago suburbs. So I found it cool that it was at Cog Hill this year. But what was that experience like for you to get to play at a course like that, in an event like that, and with so many of your peers from around the country at that same kind of level?
I loved being there, and I was alongside with my best friend Julie Meismer, which is at Arizona State now, and she won Kansas State for 6A last year. But it was just so cool playing with the highest level golfers in the world, pretty much, and just everything about it was amazing. How it was ran, and it just made me feel like a professional athlete almost. But yeah, it was really fun and just a really cool place to go play and say you played in a tournament, especially with Tiger winning there. So
We have just a couple more questions for Lois Deeter, our Wendy's Female High School Athlete of the Week, a standout senior golfer for the Seaman Vikings. Looking ahead to the rest of your high school season, Lois, what are some of the goals you've set for yourself? Whether it's things you want to continue to work on in your game or accomplishments, trophies, awards, whatever it might be. What are some of the goals you have for the rest of your high school career?
to beat my record again, which is the school record of a 66 that I shot last year at Stag Hill. Really want to beat that again, and I play Stag Hill again this year. But just really be more consistent on my scores. There's sometimes where I vary. I'll shoot like high 70s or I'll shoot high 60s. Just staying more consistent on that and just really having fun with the girls. That's the biggest thing of this year. It's my senior year, and I just want to have so much fun with them. And then also win state or get top 3, mostly because I want a dog. But
Is
yeah,
that the prize you'll get for winning state this year?
yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, I've got to ask then, do you have a breed or a type of dog that you've got your eyes set on?
German short hair.
All right. That's a great
Yeah.
choice. That's a fantastic choice. And I'll get you out of here on this, Lois, but looking ahead beyond your high school career, do you have any plans or have you thought about plans to possibly play golf at the collegiate level after this year?
Yes, so I am playing golf in college. I am not committed yet. I'm undetermined, but hopefully soon making my decision. But I'm super excited to be playing golf in college.
Well, I'll follow that up with my last one here. And I like to ask all of our future college athletes this question. Have you enjoyed the recruiting process, whether it's local, national schools, whatever level? Have you enjoyed getting that attention, or are you more in the camp that I just want to pick and get it over with and worry about my sport?
Um, it's good and bad. I loved having all the coaches. It's really good to have know that all these good coaches and good schools are looking at you and everything. But it is very stressful. But it really shows you how much you love the sport if you stick through it. So yeah.
Well, Lois Deeter has shown that love and that excellence in the sport of golf over the course of her career and this season. 2 wins to open up the 2022 campaign, all state a year ago, the Northeast Kansas Golfer of the Year, all in the trophy case already for Lois Deeter, a senior at Seaman Girls Golf, our Wendy's Female High School Athlete of the Week. Lois, thank you so much for the time. We really appreciate it. Best of luck with the rest of your senior season and with whatever's to come in your college career as well.
Thank you so much.